is the Wiiviewer.
And the LilWiiviewer. And the LittlestWiiviewer.
And we're going to review
Wii Party for the Wii.
Wii Party is another generic title from Nintendo. They've done this before with such hits as the Wii Sports Resort and Wii Sports itself, which is now the #1 selling video game ever. Even though it's a little unfair to say that, seeing how it just comes with the Wii, and they're counting that. Now, for all those good titles, there are the occasional clinkers, like Wii Music or the god-awful Wii Play. Now, apparently out of ideas, Nintendo has looked to their own franchises for inspiration for their next title. Now, I know Nintendo didn't actually make the Mario Party series, but they did publish it. And seeing how they already had that genre covered, why bother making this new one? I guess Nintendo saw that the Wii library had a desperate need of party games. But if Nintendo really wants to go down that route, why not keep it up? How about Wii Fight or Wii Life or even Wii Drive? Actually, that one sounds kind of cool. Hint, hint, Nintendo. You know what this game felt like? It felt like every possible party game I can think of that you could ever want to play at a party. In fact, I was kind of surprised that Pictionary wasn't in there somewhere. The game had a really nice feel to it.
Yes, it did.
Now, this game does feel a little bit like Mario Party. But while Mario Party is more about board games and mini games,
which they have.
Right. This one actually has more games that you could play. Stuff that Mario Party didn't even think to have. So this is really more of a generic party title than a Mario Party clone. Because the board game is only one of the many games on here.
There's also spin-off and friend relationship and stuff like that.
There's mini-game showdowns. There's just so many party games. It's just impressive. Overall, LittlestWiiviewer, what did you think of the game?
It's good. And I had a lot of fun playing it. It's a very impressive game. You don't expect that much of a Wii game that's exciting for the Wii.
You don't expect Wii games to be exciting? What do you expect them to be, like, boring?
No, I'm not saying that. They have a lot of games that you'll just play and you'll come back with sometimes. This game, you come back to it more than normal because it's very replayable.
I totally get what you're saying, and I agree with you. So, LilWiiviewer, what was your favorite party game?
Well, mine would be Spot the Sneak. Spot the Sneak is, after the instructions, one person's Wiimote will not rumble. That means you're the sneak. What is the sneak? Well, you get a special advantage in the game. Let's say, for example, zombie tag. The zombies won't go after you, at least the computer ones. After the round is over, the people will choose who they think the sneak is. So it's really one game in each other. It's a party game and finding out who it is inside it.
What was your favorite game to play, LittlestWiiviewer?
Spot the Sneak.
Oh, you like the same one as the LittlWiiviewer?
Yes.
That's cool. Why did you like Spot the Sneak so much?
They let people cheat, and we can steal points from the people who cheat.
Right, if you figure out who the sneak is, you get to steal points. Yeah, Spot the Sneak was cool. You know, out of all the party games, I like the board game. But unlike Mario Party, there is only one board to play, and it never changes.
It doesn't mind you because there's all the other modes. I mean, board game, what else do you expect?
The board game's the thing that most people are going to try first. Because they look at Mario Party and go, hey, I remember that. This is probably going to be cool too. And I like the way the board is laid out, where there's traps and secret areas to go into. The board itself was really well made. The board game, you're playing a mini game in the beginning to figure out which dice you're going to roll, and then you work off the dice roll that you get. Because there's traps and there's tricks. There's just a lot of fun on that board. My only complaint about the board game was that there wasn't more board games. I wish there was more than just one.
Well, the board game's not supposed to be a whole major thing. Because there's a lot.
I know it's not supposed to be a major thing, but I enjoyed it, and it just made me want more.
Then you're greedy.
Yes, I am. Now, to be fair, there was one other board game. It was radically different than Board Game Island. This board game had you travel the world to take photographs at certain locations. And the one who has the most photographs at the end of all the turns wins. I thought it was cluttered and boring. But I could see someone who wants a more complicated board game to play liking it. But to me, I think the previous game was the better of the two.
Ooh, I know another game I enjoyed. Well, there was this house party game where you had the Wiimotes around the house and they make sounds for the other people to try and find them. Kind of like hide and seek, but nobody hides, it's just the Wiimotes themselves. It was really fun.
LittlestWiiviewer, what did you think of the controls?
They were good. I had no problems figuring them out.
Well, that's always good. If they make the controls simple enough for a kid to understand, then you know you've done something right. In almost all the party games they had to offer, You would complete mini-games in order to advance the main game.
There are basically 4 types of mini-games. 4-player, 1 versus 3, 1 versus 1, and pair mini-games. Each cleverly designed and have their own way of working out. Pair mini-games, you try and work with another partner. Then there's 1 versus 1, just like pair mini-games, but you hate each other. 1 versus 3 is one person tries to destroy the other. 4 players is the most common and has the most mini-games. Really, you just try and face off at each other.
There is a good variety of games to play. What'd you think of all the mini-games that they had to offer?
They were great.
Yeah, I thought they were all well-made and you're right, great. There's some interesting single-player challenge modes.
True, true, true.
Wii Party, LittlesWiiviewer, would you buy, rent, or skip?
Excellent buy.
All right, LittlestWiiviewer, would you buy, rent, or skip?
Buy, because it's a great game and the mini games are clever.
Actually, I agree with you both. I had a lot of fun playing it and it was really replayable. And I think it's absolutely worth a buy.